All right, now when you really want to talk about spectacular savings, Imperial pearls and just a classic beautiful set of pearls is just a home run. There is traditionally something so iconic and feminine and wonderful about owning pearls, but in the past it's been very difficult because pearls are very expensive. Now, here's what's absolutely shocking on this. First off, the millimeter size of these pearls, they are huge. These are not little seed beads. In fact, I'll try to find a comparison for you if I can, but well, yeah. I'll show you something, I'll show it to you right now. All right, I'm gonna give you a sneak peek at something from Nikki Butler, which we love Nikki, but I want you to see, this is the size of Grandma's pearls. I'm gonna hold that right there, guys, okay? Or do the center one, whatever. See that pearl right there? I don't know if we can go any closer on it. Look at the size of this. Okay, that is a typical pearl. That's basically Grandma's pearls, right? Look at the size of these. So these are dramatically, dramatically bigger. As a matter of fact, they're coming in at, oh my goodness, 9 and 10 millimeter. Huge, 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 huge. And to make it even better, you get the matching earrings, which is wonderful. So it's great because you get the necklace and you get the earrings, all of that, one set, one time, one price, $59.95. Now, I've been on with Josh from Imperial Pearls, and Josh is third or fourth generation of one of the biggest pearl houses in the world. And he and his family are so wildly passionate about great pearls. So at under $100, this was an amazing set for us to put on the air because the pearls are huge. I mean, they're really a nice size. These aren't little seed beads. They're not Grandma's little pearls. These are really substantial big pearls. At $100, that is still a remarkable, remarkable opportunity. But at $59.95, for the real deal. These aren't faux. This isn't a fashion piece. You know, this is not costume jewelry. These are genuine, very large pearls in a classic, classic strand. If you have anybody getting married, and maybe she's more of a traditionalist, maybe she's very feminine, and she doesn't have that perfect pearl necklace, this is it. If you have someone, and I don't even care if they're graduating from college in June of next year, when you can get these matching pieces, do it while you can, put it on a shelf, and when they graduate, you hand them a real pearl necklace, because you know what? I think a woman in pearls is always very beautiful, very feminine, very elegant. It's just this understated beauty when you wear pearls. And there's something about the mystery of pearls as well. They are made to be worn. They love the oils of your skin. They get better with time. You have hand knotting in between each of the very large pearls, which is exceptional. That's exactly how pearls should be done. So it's silk, hand knotted in the very traditional form. And just so you can see, the earrings are for pierced ears. And the earrings are a little bit more of a button style, but you know what's nice about that? They sit more flat on your ear so they're not popping forward all the time and kind of making you crazy. So here you go. White cultured freshwater pearls. You have the button design and then the off-round circles. The whole value of this, the versatility of this, just quite frankly, the opportunity tonight to be able to get a complete set is absolutely unheard of at under $60. And I want you to think about the bride coming up for yourself. It's gorgeous to wear pearls. I love to see women in pearls. I think there's something so classy and just wonderful about it. You know, I think it's a little old-fashioned if you did Grandma's little pearls, which are great because they're heirloom pieces, but it's more modern, it's fresher when you have a bigger size. Also, do what dear Coco did, layer those babies on. So maybe you have some faux strands and you want to put a big chunky strand on. I love the idea of